Shemai Sitari Croisoi Chris Dewey. What is cracking, ladies, gents, boys and girls? Today we are talking about Dead by Daylight Debbie D.
Oh, I went full goblin mode then. Apologies.
I just can't help myself because the new trailer got leaked. Was it leaked? Was it officially dropped? I don't really know. I don't care. But it looks amazing. And, you know, for the first time for a trailer, first time since maybe, what, Fortune Fog, I've actually been really excited for this. It looks awesome. The Singularity, my boy, he looks like a gimp, he looks like a gremlin, but I love him already. Gabrielle looks like an action figure from the early 2000s. There's nothing to dislike about this. The map looks insane. The trailer looks phenomenal. For once behaviour, I say for once, again behaviour, I've just knocked it out of the park, and I'm excited for the 7th year anniversary. So I just wanted to talk about my wish list for the live stream, the things that I really want to be coming with the 7th year anniversary, or at least to be in the works for the live stream or whatever coming in the next year. Things that I would just love for the game to get. And so yeah, it's going to be a fun little video, not something serious. I'm obviously not going to be just digging in on behaviour, because at the end of the day, anyone that nerfs Spine Chill is, I could probably take him in a fight. But yeah, let's get on to the video. And here's some Skull Merchant gameplay, because I was going to make a video on it, and then this sort of came up, and it sidetracked me massively. So without further ado, let's get into the video. And before I get in there, I am going to be using images of the leaks, the reveals, the sort of thing that I don't know if it's official right now, because I haven't checked Twitter in like an hour, and I don't know how to use Twitter. I'm a bit of a boomer. But if you don't want anything spoiled for you, obviously, you know, here's your bit of caution, here's your warning sign. But let's actually now get into the video, ladies and gents. Oh, and the images are from DBD News on Twitter. But yeah, let's get into the video. So the Year 7 roadmap says that there's going to be a meta perk rework. You could have seen this coming even if you were blind and looking the wrong way. So my wish, my want is that they've taken some of the crap perks, stuff like Deja Vu and Premonition, and they sort of made them good perks. So stuff like Deja Vu, Premonition, Deerstalker, Whispers, all these perks then are made more viable and more useful. You get more value out of them, and then it introduces crap perks into the meta kind of thing, rather than just taking perks out of the meta by nerfing them into the ground. On the flip side, I'm just hoping that a lot of the meta perks aren't just outright killed, like Dead Hard or Circle of Healing, because it's not good for the game, in my opinion. And hopefully there's just a healthy rework kind of thing. So take maybe Distortion, hopefully it keeps the same thing, there's just less tokens or something dumb like that. Spine Chill is inevitably going to be put to rest, but hopefully it's nothing too bad to put me off the game again. Behaviour. So that's number one, just a healthy perk rework, something that's not too harsh in one direction, not too harsh in the other. But yeah, what's for number two? Number two. Now, number two is a bit of a wild card. It's something that I can't imagine actually happening, but it's something I could wish for, something I could write on my Christmas list. I'd honestly lose my mind if behaviour announced that there's going to be weather cycles to the maps. And just to be greedy, weather cycles and a day-night cycle, just because I'm a greedy little greedun. Because when you sit down and actually play Dead by Daylight for a prolonged period of time, what you find out is the majority of the maps are dark and kind of just muddy. And they all sort of look the same, apart from the indoor maps. The majority of the maps just sort of look the same. They're sort of boring after a while. It sort of feels like you're playing the same map over and over and over again, even when you're not. So like making an Ironworks of Misery daytime maps, or even like a Coldwind Farm at night, I think I just had like a nice little bit of variety. So playing the maps sort of over and over and over again, you might get like a different variation, so it doesn't feel like the same map. And then obviously, maybe with Dead Dog Saloon, you can play it at night, and then all the vultures are gone, and the corpses have been picked apart, and it's just awesome and thematic, and I love it. But yeah, I think that's probably wishful thinking, but that was probably number two on my wish list. Number two, I'd love day-night cycles, weather cycles, map variants. Lovely jubbly. Number three, because I'm still a greedy little greedant, I'd love for behaviour to announce that they're putting more resources into the cosmetic department, if not just outright pairing up with Dead by Daylight Mobile's cosmetic team. It's no secret that Dead by Daylight's mobile, the cosmetics are just ball-slappingly good. They are phenomenal. The cosmetics actually clap. They're really good. Kudos to the design team. But I would love for some of those cosmetics to make their way into the main game. And I know that's cheeky, I know that's greedy, I know that's me rubbing my tummy and going nom nom nom. But it's something I love, because at the end of the day, I don't really buy cosmetics, because for me personally, I see the cosmetics in the base game Dead by Daylight to be quite ugly on average. 9 times out of 10 they've taken like some really ugly outfit and just recolored it, and it's like, why would I want that ugly outfit? Why would I want that ugly outfit at all, let alone in a different colour? I'm not paying for it, end of. And Dead by Daylight Mobile has like Fang's sleepover outfit, the sleepover skin, but applied to all the female characters, and it's great because people are going, well, why don't I see Elodie, why don't I see Hattie? And it's because their cosmetics tend to be really ugly. And, you know, I'm a Hattie main, don't get me wrong, I love Hattie. Hattie the baddie is probably my favourite survivor right now. But, like, if she had that sleepover skin, that'd be cool. I'd probably buy that. I'd probably buy it on, like, a different character, to be honest. Like, it just sort of makes more survivors viable. Because at the end of the day, a survivor is a customizable skin for your perks, whereas a killer is more of a killer. A killer's more of a character kind of thing. You run a killer, you run their power. As a survivor, you just got 4 perks, and that's about it. If you're Jane, you dummy thick, but that's about it, guys. Number three, I just want there to be, like, more investment in cosmetics, because the Dead by Daylight Mobile's cosmetic team is fantastic, phenomenal, and, you know, if it wasn't for the fact that it just kind of feels kind of clunky, I don't like playing games on my phone anyway. If I did, I'd probably love it. I've tried it, and it's not bad. The game's actually pretty good, to be honest. It's just a bit, like, behind in the updates kind of thing. It's its own game, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'd love for there to be a collab between the cosmetic teams, just so then, like, us guys on the main game can be eating pretty damn good for once. Number 4 is a bit niche, because for me as an author, I'd absolutely love Dead by Daylight to have some actual, like, well-written lore behind it, some well-written backstory, some phenomenal storytelling, rather than reading the Skull Merchant talk to some, like, fucking jacked chipmunk. What is that? Why would I want to talk to some jacked chipmunk? That sounds cringe. And it does sound cringe, and there's no way to say it, it's just bad right then. But, like, I think that at the end of the day, the game just needs some really good lore, some really good backstory. And when we're getting these new tomes now that are going to focus on the most recent chapter release, what that means is we're probably not going to get, like, tomes like delving into older survivors lore, older killers lore, and I think that's all we need. I wish the world was more fleshed out, because then, for me, I've been trying to write a little bit of fan fiction. I say fan fiction, just short stories set in the Entity's realm to put on Wattpad. But then for me, it's like, I don't know if I'm going too far. I don't know if I'm going not far enough, because I've written my own book called Britain's Grove, where the action, the fighting tends to be quite actionous. It's quite explosive. There's a lot of gore. It's quite vicious, and I don't know if I can apply that into the Entity's realm kind of thing. I don't want to write a story where, like, the Legion slashes some dude's face and is, like, his jaws slightly hanging off because it's being said, that kind of thing. I'd just love for there to be some, like, ground rules within the Entity's realm, like stuff that happens, stuff that doesn't happen. I'd love for stuff to be explained, because right now, although I'm enjoying the mystery of it all, it just feels like I don't want to write some absolutely insane, like, short story set in the Entity's realm that actually just takes everything too far. So then you'd have, like, the Entity just stood in the corner blushing at what I've just written. It's nothing filthy, it's just I don't know if I've taken it too far. Number 5, and there's probably going to be a picture of a numberjacks, because those things are creepy. Number 5, I just realised that the majority of the things I've suggested aren't necessarily anything that impacts gameplay. It's sort of stuff that I'd like to look at, like lore, cosmetics, and weather cycles. Weather cycles might affect gameplay, but the first one, the perks, directly impacts gameplay. I want the 5th one to directly impact gameplay. So my 5th and final wish is that Behaviour announce a new gameplay element, whether that be something added to base kits, or just sort of something added to the map, something new to do, whether it's just like a tome challenge, just something new to do to spice up gameplay. Like, it's no surprise that the majority of the survivors items right now this second are crap. I'd love for there to be, like, maybe like a sports bottle introduced kind of thing, so you can take a sip and reduce your exhaustion meter, but maybe it is just like enough liquid in there to do it once kind of thing, to make it a bit more balanced. So then, yeah, you can sip it and you can get your sprint burst back, but then it just sort of, you know, just so it's not brokenly overpowered. Stuff for killers, maybe. I just want there to be something new to do kind of thing. You know, you had the Christmas event with the snowmen, that was pretty cool. I didn't play it, but it looks good in hindsight. The Halloween one where you could kick the pumpkins, and then even like the summer barbecue Jennies, that I think they were slush puppies, a cocktail machine, something dumb like that. Stuff like that though, it's fun, interesting events that constantly add new gameplay elements. That they might only be there like 1 week a month, but it's something cool to do. I would love for there to be new gameplay elements. And this final wish was sort of vague, because I honestly expect Behaviour to announce something awesome that's going to be cool, that's going to spice up gameplay quite phenomenally. But I think I'm going to leave it out there, because the more I talk about the 7th year anniversary, the more excited I'm going to get, and I don't want to set my expectations way too high. That's why I didn't do anything massively anticipated kind of thing. Stuff that if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, then it's not going to put people off the game. But the live stream, the anniversary stream, is next Tuesday, and I'm getting some Britain's Grove merch next Tuesday, so it's a sign of good things to come. So if I don't see you guys watching the stream next week, and I don't see you guys in a future video, hopefully you have a lovely day, a lovely life. God put you on this world for a reason, so live, laugh, love. You just lost the game. Ta-ra.